Hello everybody, welcome to the online video presentation. I am Mohammad Sharif, lecturer in English, Nalanda Degree College, Anantapur. Welcome to day 3 session of Shyness My Shield by Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Then, let us recap what we have learned for the past 2 days. On the day 1 we learned that Shyness My Shield is an extract from Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi's autobiography, My Experiments with Truth. In this lesson, Gandhiji explains about his nature of shyness to speak in front of a group of people. It also reveals his efforts to overcome shyness during his stay in London. Gandhiji was a member of Vegetarian Society and he explains a few incidents about his shyness and the problems he has faced. He could not speak in the executive committee meetings of the society. Dr. Oldfield once called him as a drone, referring to his sitting silent in the society meetings. Then an incident came up when a decision was taken to remove Dr. Allinson from the society as he was promoting birth control. Due to his shyness to express his thoughts properly, Gandhi failed to support Dr. Allinson. Therefore, Dr. Allinson was removed from the membership of the society. Feeling sad about his inability to promote or to support Dr. Allinson, Gandhi also resigned to his membership from the society. Okay, dear students, when we come to what we have learned on the second day, I must say that Gandhi is giving another instance where he trembled to speak in front of a gathering, and he gives the details as he visited a watering place at Ventnor with Sergeant Mazumdar. When Mr. Howard, who is hosting them, has requested Gandhi to give a lecture for the promotion of vegetarianism, Gandhi failed to speak even a few words. Then, in his last attempt before leaving England, Gandhi arranged a party at Holborn Restaurant. He prepared very well by writing all that he wants to speak on a piece of paper, but he made himself ridiculous while speaking on the occasion. Well, let's now start the third and last day session for this particular lesson. I'll go through it first. It was only in South Africa that I got over this shyness. Though I never completely overcame it, it was impossible for me to speak impromptu. I hesitated whenever I had to face strange audiences and avoided making a speech whenever I could. Even today, I do not think I could or would even be inclined to keep a meeting of friends engaged in idle talk. I have given the meanings on the other side. Then, I must say that beyond occasionally exposing me to a laughter, my constitutional shyness has been no disadvantage whatever. In fact, I can see that, on the contrary, it has been all to my advantage. My hesitancy in speech, which was once an annoyance, is now a pleasure. Its greatest benefit has been that it has taught me the economy of words. I have naturally formed the habit of restraining my thoughts, and I can now give myself the certificate that a thoughtless word hardly ever escapes my tongue or pen. I do not recollect even ever having had to regret anything in my speech or writing. I have thus been spared many a mishap and waste of time. Experience has taught me that silence is part of the spiritual discipline of a votary of truth. proneness to exaggerate, to suppress or modify the truth, wittingly or unwittingly, is a natural weakness of man, and silence is necessary in order to surmount it. A man of few words will rarely be thoughtless in his speech. He will measure every word. We find so many people impatient to talk. There is no chairman of a meeting who is not pestered with notes for permission to speak, and whenever the permission is given, the speaker generally exceeds the time limits, asks for more time, and keeps on talking without permission. All this talking can hardly be said to be of any benefit to the world. It is so much waste of time. My shyness has been, in reality, my shield and buckler. It has allowed me to grow. It has helped me in my discernment of truth. Well, that's the end of the first lesson, my boys and girls. Hope you all have followed today's class and the classes before this. And with this, we have completed the first lesson in your prescribed syllabus. I have a simple suggestion for you. Feel free to clarify your doubts, if any, during the online open classes. Don't hesitate to ask anything, because we are here to help you to learn the things, and you are there to let us know how far we have given a proper learning experience to you. So it is mutual understanding, mutually guiding each other. So I request you, please, if you have any doubts, you can ask me at any time. Thank you. Have a great day.